Living Local Carolina with Katie Turner. Local trends, shopping, dining, and more. This is Living Local Carolina.
This portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Mr. Sparky. Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. I'm back with Tony Zach in the studio. Mr. Sparky, it's hurricane season.
It is. It's coming quick, isn't it?
We have to talk about it because we also get all these power outages, and that's one of the worst things you can experience.
It is, and and how aggravating is that, right? So generators in our area really just, they're peace of mind, but we are experiencing power losses a lot more frequent, whether it's just grid issues or wrecks or things like that where people are really being inconvenienced. It doesn't even have to be hurricane season. So and what a great time to talk about emergency power.
Exactly.
Right?
Okay, so let's do like a generators 101 for the folks out there that don't really know anything about it,
Right, yeah. So, the thing with generators are you have a whole house standby, everything's automatic. We install a lot of those with Briggs & Stratton and then Generac. That's probably the name leader out there. But a lot of people in this area, portable generators are definitely something to consider. They're a lot more budget friendly. You're talking about saving thousands of dollars. And take, for instance, I just put in I helped an older couple with a portable generator. They didn't want to spend the money because we don't lose power enough for them to warrant spending, a lot of money, 10 grand for a whole house unit, right? So this was a portable unit, very big, and it had an automatic start on it. And so, they were very comfortable with that. They didn't have to worry about pulling. They didn't have to worry about those type things. And it had big wheels, so it was easy for them to move. And then we connected it to their house, which I recommend for everybody with a portable generator, because it makes it easy and it's code compliant, because we don't want to energize the grid when it's down. That's what hurts our linemen out there. And we want those guys to be able to operate quickly, right? So we don't want them to have to worry about somebody, and it's called backfeeding. We don't want to worry about them sending power back to the transformer, because it works backwards as well, right? So if we have a portable generator running and it's shooting power back, they can be injured, and we don't want that. So
we don't want that.
Yeah.
So you have to attach it to the house. How does the installation process work?
So it's actually pretty simple, right? So we're going to put what they call an interlock kit or a disconnect, on the homeowner's electrical panel. And what that does is it cuts the power that would go back to the utility. It cuts that switch off, so to speak.
Okay.
And then it also automatically turns the switch on from the generator. We're going to educate you on what can run off of your generator, because look, everybody's generator is different size, right? Some people are going to have a 6,000 watt. Some people are going to want a 10 or even a 15,000 watt in the portable, which is a lot of power that's going to do a lot for your house. Very reasonable. Those generators cost a couple of $1,000s. Our installation for most of those is, it's going to be around $1,000, $1,500, depending on what we have to do. And it's very economical, and it'll pull you through on a storm for sure.
Definitely. And I remember we went to one of your clients' houses one time, and he was just ecstatic with being able to have the generator. It saved him.
Yes.
I still remember that to this day.
Yes.
So this is one of those things that people really do take advantage of and comes in handy.
Yeah, they do. And look, and think about it. If you lose power and you're going to, for whatever reason you lose power, this is going to save your frozen goods, your refrigerated goods. A portable generator is more than likely going to be able to do that. So I tell people, call us for the estimate. We're going to help you determine what size generator you need. And then we're going to also do the installation, make it safe. So give us a call.
All right, what's that number for people to call?
It's 843-213-6610, MrSparkyGS.com. You can book online too, so call us.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Mr. Sparky.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Grand Strand Dentistry. Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. Today I'm at Grand Strand Dentistry and I'm joined by Erica, who's the clinical manager here. How are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing wonderful. I want to learn a little bit more about you guys and what you do here.
Yes. So here at the office, we do a lot of different, we offer different services, including 3D printing, which is our newest service here at the office. So my role here is we take the digital impressions of all of our patients that need anything replaced in their mouth. Like if they're missing teeth, then we go ahead and design a denture or a partial, just to give them something, if we're going to do like a bigger procedure, like implants on them, they need something to wear while they're healing.
Oh, that's a good point. I would never even think about that. And you were saying that you guys do 3D printing and you're actually a dentures designer. You're the first dentures designer I've ever met. What does that look like?
So what that means is we have like a lab software here at the office. So instead of sending the cases to the lab, we design it here in office. We have the program where we take the digital impression, we upload it to our computer, and then we design the teeth that the patient, needs replaced, and then we print it out here at the same time.
So tell me, if somebody is not happy with their current dentures, you guys have some ways that you can make them a little bit happier with them.
Yes, we do implant dentures, like all-on-4 dentures. That means that the dentures are fixed by implants. They don't come out. They're not removable. So that gives patients more satisfaction in eating. They don't have to worry about the dentures falling out or flopping out or gluing them in. They're already fixed in the mouth.
Oh, that would make a huge difference.
Yes.
Wow.
Yes, it's very convenient because, it's fixed in the mouth like natural teeth. They're not removable. So they do have to come in and have them cleaned and checked on and all of that. But it's very nice that they don't have to, worry about it falling out.
That's really cool. So what is it like whenever people actually put the dentures in for the first time, they're able to see their smile? What is that like?
They, they are very happy that they can get their smile back, and we can give it to them a lot faster than having to send it out to a lab, because that will take weeks to get it back. So it's very nice that they can get it in a few days.
That's amazing. All right, so let's go over some of the other things that you guys offer here. There's a lot of really cool technology and things that you can do same day, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so like crowns, we do same day. Sometimes we can do like a flipper, which is like replacement of like a tooth. Say a front tooth is missing and they need it right away. That can be done same day. They come in the morning and then I have it done by the afternoon.
So tell me a little bit more about the other services you guys offer here.
So we offer same-day extractions. So since we have such a big office here and a lot of rooms, we can accommodate when people are in pain and they maybe can't get in right away at another office. We can see them and get their extraction if they need an extraction. We also offer root canals, molar root canals. A lot of times you have to go to like a specialist to get a root canal, and it takes months to get in. But we have Dr. Swenson here that does molar root canals, and he does a very good job with his root canals.
Oh,
so he gets that same day and the crowns same day. And then, of course, if they need like dentures or partials, we do that too.
Here you also have a med spa, right?
We do. We have a whole side of the office that's specialized in the skin and rejuvenating and all of that.
Love it. Okay, well, where can people find you guys and make an appointment?
They can find us on 544 next to the fire station, and they can call our office or visit our website at grandstranddentistry.com.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Grand Strand Dentistry. The following portion of Living Local Carolina is sponsored by Klaus Roofing. Welcome back to Living Local Carolina, everyone. Today I am at Klaus Roofing and I'm joined by Matthew. How are you doing?
I'm doing really great. Thanks so much for stopping by.
We have something exciting to talk about today.
Absolutely. So, South Carolina Safe Home.
All right, so if you are in the market for a new roof, this might be the best time for people to get it, right?
Absolutely. So twice a year in December and January, and then June, July, about every 6 months, a grant program opens in South Carolina called South Carolina Safe Home.
Okay, so what do people need to know? How do you know if you might need a new roof?
So roofs locally last anywhere between 18 and 22 years, roughly. And if you have got granules falling off your roof or missing shingles, you're getting a letter from the insurance company saying you need a new roof, any of those things, and you want to look into getting a new roof, the Safe Home program is a great opportunity to get some money off your roof.
And this is also because when you're living in a coastal area, you're really trying to beat the elements a lot of the time.
Absolutely. The goal of the program is mitigation. So it is to kind of bring roofs above code, which has an additional cost. But with those homes that go through this program are more resilient to, major weather events.
When I think of this, I think really peace of mind.
Oh, 100%. Peace of mind that should the worst happen, you have the best protection you could possibly have. And isn't that what we all would like?
Exactly. But again, this is sort of a big expense for people. So this is one of those ways that you can kind of mitigate costs. So how much do people get off of roofs?
So the program is for single family dwellings.
Okay.
So mobile homes don't count either. That is just something that quickly doesn't go in the program.
Mm-hmm.
But you can save anywhere from $6,000 to $7,500 off your roof, depending.
And it doesn't matter how much money you make?
Nope, there's no income requirement. You can't make too much or too little.
All right, that is great news. So how does the process work if somebody is interested in applying?
If you're interested in applying, just Google SC Safe Home and you'll see mitigation link. It's one of the first 2 links there. And then you just read their homepage. There's a section that says sign up. So you select that section, you'll put in your information, and when the grant is about to open again, they'll contact you.
This portion of Living Local Carolina was sponsored by Klaus Roofing. Good morning. Thanks everybody for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. Today I'm joined by Will from Dreamwalkers. How are you doing?
Good.
Awesome. I want you to go ahead and tell me your story.
Got injured. Well, actually, I played basketball and football at college. Yeah. I was like the only freshman playing football and basketball. At the end of my sophomore, actually it was the last spring game, I got injured making a tackle. The injury was I fractured my C4, C5 vertebrae. My parents flew up there. They quit their jobs, and I was with them for every day for like 4 years straight before my mom passed.
What are some of the resources that Dreamwalkers helps out with?
If I have the funding and backing from the community, I'll give away as much as possible. It doesn't matter. My goal is to help others out in my position.
So are you able to provide like equipment? You were saying transportation. What does that look like?
It was just like some folks need to go to the doctor, or someone need to go out with their family. They're having family functions and they're stuck at home. Little things like that would be a huge plus for someone's family. Mentally, I would want to have physical therapy, someone that deals with mental health, or therapists, just different outlets, like with people in my position, that they can reach out to Dreamwalkers just like that and get an answer.
We'll be back right after this break with more Living Local Carolina.
Well, thanks for joining us today on Living Local Carolina. I am at ESA Fitness Club with Terrence. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing great, and I have
Good.
some questions for you.
All right, I'm ready to answer.
First question, what does ESA stand for?
ESA stands for Enhanced Speed and Agility.
Okay.
Yeah, so most people come to me to get faster, to get more agile, to have more mobility, and more explosiveness. So
Love
yeah.
that. Well, give me a little bit about your background. How did you get into this?
I got into it after I was training for the NFL, and I had a trainer in college. And then I went up to Maryland after I played in the All-Star game my senior year, and I trained with Vernon Davis trainer, and it kind of opened my eyes to a lot more different style of training than what I was getting in college.
Interesting.
And then I was in the CFL in rookie camp with the Montreal Alouettes, and got cut from there, came back home, and started coaching and started training some kids. I put a speed and agility clinic on, got it sponsored, had about 40 kids come out. It was amazing.
Wow.
And I was like, okay, I like it a little bit.
Yeah.
And then I just opened a facility with about 4 or 5 clients, $1,000 in a 1,000 square foot facility. And
And
that was
here we
12
are.
years ago. Yeah.
Wow.
And now I'm here.
Now we're here, and what is this location? It's pretty prime, man, I gotta say.
Yeah, it's so this is downtown redevelopment zone, okay? Right, smack dead in the middle of downtown Myrtle Beach is
Yeah.
515 9th Avenue North, and I've been in this building for about a year.
Okay.
So I decided to come down here, one, to be a part of the community, be a part of the redevelopment and all the stuff that's going on downtown. So I just, took a risk, and so far it's been pretty good. We got a lot of neighbors coming down on this street,
Yeah.
and I like the plans that's what's happening down here. So I just wanted to be a part of some growth and be on the beginning of the stages, and that also actually ask what we think and what we want to do, and so it's pretty cool.
Love it.
Yeah.
Okay, who's the typical client that you see on a daily basis? I know that you have all these different sports painted up on the wall,
Yeah.
which he did himself, by the way. Love that.
Yeah. A typical client is a high school and a middle school athlete. I do some 4th and 5th graders. I kind of start around 10 years old. That's kind of like my stopping point.
Yeah.
I've had some 9-year-olds that were pretty mentally there, that can stay locked in the whole session. And then when the seasons kind of change, I get my college guys and girls coming back in, and then I get some of my professional athletes, they'll drop in. I can't just rely on college and pro athletes, because their seasons are longer at school, but most of my clientele are high school and middle school athletes, so we're trying to build them up. But the key is catch them in middle school. So by the time they get to high school, by the time they're juniors and seniors, they're 10 times better, and to give them a better chance to either go to college or make their varsity squad.
Yeah.
So that's the typical. And I also do adult personal training as well. So in the morning times, that's what I spend my time with doing.
I think a lot of people wonder where these great athletes come from, and I think a lot of times this is the thing that really makes the biggest difference for kids.
Don't forget to like our page on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter. How to use the QR code. Just open the camera app on your smartphone, iPad, or tablet. Point your device at the QR code so the QR code appears on your screen. Your device will recognize the QR code and show you a notification. Click that notification and you'll come to our website. Living Local Carolina, weekday mornings at 9:30 on WBTW News 13.